Hello and welcome to our new web session about Alpha Media ContentLine, the tool to organize your whole content. First of all, I want to give you a sneak preview in the latest development success where we evolved our storytelling editor. So you have a storytelling tool which allows you to assemble everything around your story. So let me show you what we secretly grabbed from our development. So you see here the topic area of the tool called Editorial Organizer. You can see the different areas like topics and tasks and channels you want to publish in. With the first step, you just jump into the story, clicking on it, and you can select your story, and it's opened in the new clean area of the storytelling editor. You can just type in text, and as you see, my development colleague just put in some text in the headline, for example, or the kicker, and she's just grabbing text from an external document here, so she's not annoying you typing in text. But what you see already is that we have a very clean area, so you can concentrate on your content. And every time she's moving into an area where she might need more information about the story, you can see that the little tools are appearing, like, for example, adding a picture into your story. So that's quite easy to just get this template, open your area of the topic related content, and just drag it into. Instantly it will show up. And you can, for example, edit the caption. You can change it. You can add some more stuff in here, as she's doing right now. So you see it's the caption showing. Another box can be just installed like the body text. So we have another body text area. She's grabbing some text and just goes on with her story. So it's very easy to add more boxes on your need. So it's very easy, just focus your pointer on the little point in the center. Then you can add, for example, a quote, and the quote has a certain layout, and the layout is just shown by entering text. So you see the quotes, and instantly you can see, yes, this is a quote. Of course, you can go on with some more sophisticated stuff like an embed code. In this case, she's just grabbing a tweet from Twitter and instantly putting in the URL of the tweet. The rest of the story will appear, so you can see the tweet within your story in the list of your text. Of course, you can enter some text, headlines, captions for these elements, and afterwards you can go on with some more body text. As she's doing here, so you see grabbing some more text, and she's really focusing on exactly the story she's working at, and yeah, that makes it easy. Afterwards, she can add some more meta information. So in this case, she's just putting in a certain layout, for example, breaking news, or the main story, which she's selecting right now. And afterwards, she just can select the export to publish the story. So very easy, exporting it, and you're done. And afterwards, it appears in the channel you selected. Story will be saved, gives you a last check. Is that exactly what you want to publish? Just export, and you're done. So you see that's very, very easy, and it's a clean overview on your story, and you can see that this is very, very easy to handle, and you're focused on your story. From this point, I want also to say thank you to the user group, the Alpha Media user group, the forum, which is just helping us to evolve and extend the abilities of our editor, in this case the storytelling editor you can see here. This version will be released, let's say, end of the year, which means it's our version 2022.12, and there you can see and can get it, and you can work with it. So you're welcome to have a tryout, or of course you also are welcome to get a copy of this little video or a click dummy just to see how it works with the new storytelling editor. There's another little function we extended which might help users are familiar with the tool. So if I'm just entering the editorial organizer, this is the tool, you know, and in this case what I want to show you is the topic tree. It is a very neat tool which just helps you to organize the list of all your content. So it's very easy, you can browse through, it's very quick and fast to see how you are entering your stories and your topics, and you can just jump into a very neat tool called the topic tree. Just a little extension before you can see more with the next version and the next web session we are starting. So for today, I want also to give you a little preview of our new SmartNews app. So this is the app we are using to display your e-papers and your stories. So let me grab here my phone for that, and I will just share my screen of my phone with this screen you are watching, and in this case you can see and track and follow what's coming here. So what you see is my smartphone in here, and you can see that we have the customer presentation, which is Die Hake, and this newspaper is one of the first customers using the very new edition of it. And in this case, let me just give you a little walk through what we have in here. Very important for that is, you see green color is the brand of this newspaper, and everything you want to change in terms of layout, with the exception of the icon of the app, everything can be uploaded without changing the store content. So you can upload everything, and then it will be changed instantly in the background. So you don't even need an extra approval, for example, by the Apple Store or the Google Play Store. So that makes it very, very flexible. And another thing which is very flexible is all the little elements you have in here. So for example, I'm just scrolling through, and you see the widgets. The widgets can be established in a vertical way. As you see, I can just move up with my tools, or you can say some of the widgets should show you content in a horizontal way. So whatever you show, you can use it vertically or horizontal. And of course, you have all these widgets exactly as you need them. So you design everything your own if you want to. Of course, you can get help. But at the very end, you have everything right at your hand. You have some automated jumps, like for example, the crosswords you can jump into directly to the what we call the Rätselseite. You see it here where my mouse is circling. So if I just click on this, I just jump into the crossword page in the newspaper, and by just clicking, for example, on the Sudoku, I can just start playing my Sudoku. So that's very neat, and I think it's very nice to have that right within your app. And you see, just going back brings me back to where I started off. Of course, you have all the advertising stuff like AdWords, which you can see here. Anzeige is the German word for advertisement. And you have seen it earlier. You can see that we also have the whole elements like supplements, which are showing here, or extra magazines, which you can offer here. Very easy to use, and I think it's more or less intuitive. If you see just tapping on the newspaper, I'm just in, and if I tap on a story, of course the story will open in a smart way. And you see already I have the dark mode implemented with my phone, so my phone is showing the app, of course, in the dark mode as I wanted to have it. You can walk through the stories, and of course it's a smart display, so if I'm going back, you see that the picture is appearing a little bit, always centered in the key area, which is the content of the picture. At the bottom, you can see that I can swipe through, so if I want to jump to the next story, because I'm just in my reading mode, I can just jump to the next story, and of course that is available for all the stories in here. If we have more than one picture, you also have the ability to have some more details of picture, for example, also with this large caption which is shown here. So it's easy for me to just have a look to the picture. Or if I'm in a story, for example, in this one, I can of course say, okay, I want to listen to the story, and therefore I have the ability to get my gears for my sound. And if I just start it, you can see that the story is also read. So in this case, I have automatically the reading function in here as well. And that is very, very smart. This is the regular way customers offering their e-paper version, but there's also a dynamic content area, which we call the news area. So I just tap at the bottom to news, and then I'm in the news area, and of course the same way you can choose, for example, a vertical scroll. You also can have a horizontal scroll in here as well. So that is up to you. And of course the whole design is up on your requirements and your setup of your newspaper. So that is very easy to use. Additionally, you can see that we have sections at the very top. So you see Die Hake, which is the brand, and then you see Lokales, which is the local news, and we have local sports in here and as well, and the police news as well we have here too. If you want to change the order or the appearance of certain sections, you have the little icon at the very top right, the little guy with the pencil. So if I tap on it, you see that I can turn off and on some of these sections. I just tap on it, or I can just move it around. So if I say, for example, I want to put these things to a different place, it's very easy. I can just do that, or I can switch back to the original situation. So you see everything is in place in here. You can do searches, you can put in bookmarks, and of course you can put your own settings here for the user, for the sign-in, for example, if you have a certain subscription behind it. So you see, very neat, cool tool. Some things are additionally and made for Hake, it's especially. So for example, they wanted to have a button where it says Die Hake. So let me just circle my mouse over here. And you see that in this case, if I tap here, I can select the editions. So I can say the Sunday edition of the newspaper, or I can select the weekly edition during the week. This button is especially made to help users who are not familiar with using digital devices. So you have things twice. For example, in the upper left corner, I have the same function for the users get more experience in these selection tools. So it's very easy to help your users with the right tools and the right buttons to explain. So these were the news from the ContentLine, Alpha Media, Editorial Organizer, and the Alpha Media SmartNews App. So I hope you found something which is interesting for you. Stay healthy and take care, and see you next time joining our web session. Thank you very much.